Again, it just seemed like heaven, so I did it. And do you remember? I bet you be back and forth. You be back together all day long. Do you remember us holding hands in each other's eyes? We stand. Tell me, do you remember the time when we fell in love? You remember the time when we first met, girl?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
At the time when Pac walked the earth, Pac went after every girl that was somebody's girl.
Damn.
Jada Pinkett, Biggie girl Faith,
Yeah.
Aaliyah, Kadada, Lisa Left Eye. Didn't Rise and tell you the limousine pulled up in front of my house. The door kicked open. And I seen it. It was Tupac. And Lisa got in the car with Tupac and drove off in the night. Bro, he was that kind of guy.
He was hell.
And all I'm just saying to you is, hey, man, just like you went after the #1 girl in the game, he would have went after her too. That's all I was saying.
I feel that.
And all I'm saying is, bro, he was a phenomenon before the industry understood what he was. He was a rapper that was trained in acting.
Yeah.
So personally, he came with a skill that we didn't even have in the game at that time.
Yeah.
And let's think about this. During the 90s, the music and the television and the music and the TV business did not function together. They were two different entities. And he understood the TV and he understood the music. That's what made him special. And bro, think about this. He is the only rapper that ever got in a tub full of gold, butt naked, and never got called gay. By male or female. They knew that was a man and he was a player. Now, let me give you an example of how he played.
Yeah.
When I walked into that studio with him and he first played Hit 'Em Up for me.
Yeah.
He talking about this man's wife, right?
Yeah.
Well, Lisa Left Eye sitting on his left, right? With his girlfriend standing in the corner with a full mink on. So when I say Pac would have went at your girl, he would have went at your girl if she was the #1 girl in the game.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with you, King. I'm just telling you that this how he rolled.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of dude he was. And think about it. He understood that he was cute, bro. And he didn't need no money to get no girl. He's never made music enticing. I'm about light your wrist and he never talked about buying a girl, nothing. But he had them all.
What the hell do you think it was?
Saying he was a triple threat, and the game hadn't seen a triple threat before Pac.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So when you say, hey man, you the guy, yeah, you getting the money, yeah, but hey bruh, nobody seen that man, nobody ever seen the way he put out music, doing movies, going to jail, coming back home, still having #1 records. Bro, you been out the whole time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You rapped about one thing the whole time. This man has a spectrum of different subjects he talked about as an artist, and they was never talking about dealing drugs.
Yeah.
So when you ask me who was the biggest artist, the guy that didn't talk about one thing the whole time, he talked with his heart. This guy talked about street culture. If you wasn't into street culture, you didn't give a damn what he was talking about, because you wasn't into the streets. But Tupac, he was the first rapper to cross over without the industry doing it. He crossed over just because he was Tupac. Bigger difference than everything now is control. Everything now is called somebody who you with, what you did, how much money you got. Ain't got really nothing to do with the music no more. I'm coming from a time when we were talking about the art was raw. It wasn't about who you were with, how much money you got. We talking about what your songs talking about and what your beats sound like.
Yeah.
Hey man, the man got more jam in his music than anybody you could put him up against.
Yeah.
So, bro, you only getting mad, or anybody only getting mad because the way I said it. But what I'm saying is facts. And he went after one of the biggest people in New York at the time, Biggie Smalls. When he played that record, Hit 'Em Up, he was playing it from fact. Now, 20 years, people been around here lying, talking about he lying, I wasn't never out there. But now you look at an interview from Corrupt the other day, he was like, she was around there, folks. We just didn't want to say nothing. She was around.
My God.
So at the end of the day, did Gibb lie? I just told you the truth. You don't want to hear it. You want to hear a remix. I ain't doing that, bro. This is the South, bro. The South don't got no king. It don't. So when you come out trying to be the king over everybody because of your business, that's cool, but I ain't got to accept it. We ain't got to accept it down here. That ain't what we rapped about. You can be the king of New York. You can't be the king of LA. So let's keep this shit funky. Don't get mad because hey man, I'm from the 80s, man. I'm from the 70s, man. I don't do no dick riding. I don't stroke, no scrotum.
Now, you know, when I hear my girl Aaliyah's name being brought up in an interview, I'm gonna make a video about it. Now, I don't know what this dude was talking about and what he was trying to say when it came to Aaliyah, but he was basically saying how Tupac goes for women who are taken, and then he named Aaliyah. And I'm just so confused as to what he meant by that, because from what I understand, Rashad, Aaliyah's brother, said that he don't ever recall Aaliyah meeting Tupac. And I'm not sure where I recall seeing this at. It could have been YouTube, it could have been Instagram, but I definitely 100% remember him saying he doesn't recall her meeting Tupac. And of course, when I want to show you guys proof that he said that or proof about anything, I can't find what I'm looking for. So if you guys have that video, please send it to me on Instagram at Aaliyahblknwhite. I already kind of figured because there's no pictures with them, and it's just the whole reason why I think she did not become friends with Tupac, or she did not go around Tupac. But that's another video. Aaliyah and Tupac ran with two types of different groups. I just don't think they met, and I definitely don't think that Tupac was trying to get at Aaliyah. You never know, because we don't have any videos, and you know, when parties happen, not all the time, I'm sure, are they there recording and getting everything on camera. It could have definitely happened. It's just a simple fact that no one ever said anything about Tupac trying to get with Aaliyah and Aaliyah being in a relationship while all of this was happening. So that's what I was getting from what this man was saying. It always makes me anxious when someone mentions Aaliyah's name, because I'm just like, how much stuff was this girl into? She seems so innocent, and I know there's more to the story, but people just keep adding on stories, and I don't even know who this guy is. Maybe you guys do, but I've never seen him before. Don't even know his name. But for him to even mention Aaliyah's name in this situation has me anxious. A lot of people too in the industry have been coming out exposing these celebrities, and one of the most recent videos is of this guy exposing Tupac and Diddy, and that's for another video. But to explain a little bit of what he was saying, he was basically saying how Tupac was really under the table and him and Diddy has some type of relationship going on, crazy stuff like that. And you know what, I don't put it past me. I used to think that he was gangster and he, you know, wasn't into that stuff. But then I seen that picture of him in a bathtub full of gold with no clothes on, and that just told me everything I needed to know, because usually when they do that, they're gone in some type of way. I've been hearing a lot of stories about these celebrities who we didn't think had anything to their names, like Tupac, Aaliyah. You know how you hear stories of people who have not yet sold their souls, but they've been going to Hollywood parties and seeing a thing or two, and what they will eventually have to do when they become part of the industry or the Illuminati. I feel like that is what Tupac and Aaliyah was doing. And listen, I want to make a whole video about Aaliyah and the party she was going to, because she was really close to Diddy, and I have heard so many different stories about the Diddy parties and how weird he is alone. There's just so much stuff to talk about and so many questions that need answers to them. I really hope that what this man is saying, or what I think he is saying, is not true, and that Tupac was not trying to get with our girl Aaliyah. That wouldn't have been a good couple to me, in my opinion. You can think what you want to think, but I just don't feel like they would have been a good couple at all. Maybe for the industry and for the power, but for a genuine relationship, no. And another reason why I think that this isn't possible is because Tupac passed away in 1996, and from what people say or claim, Aaliyah wasn't in a relationship, so did this really pertain to her? Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, you have to make it make sense. I don't think Aaliyah ever met Tupac. I mean, he probably would have tried to get with her because she was beautiful, and I mean, he was very handsome. She might have even liked him. I mean, Damon said she would give anybody a chance, but I don't think they even ever met. And I promise y'all, I have a really good reason as to why she probably wouldn't have dated him at all anyways, even if she did meet him. I just feel like some of these things come natural to me, and it's like I already know the answer to them. I can see through body language, people's personalities, vibes, I mean, you name it, I sense it. But I'm really clueless as to why Aaliyah's name was mentioned. Even Kidada's name was mentioned, which of course Kidada was dating Tupac, so it makes sense as to why she was mentioned. Biggie's ex-girlfriend Faith was also mentioned as well, which Tupac talks in his music about messing around with her or having slept with her. I just hope that there's not more to Aaliyah's secret life than we think and claim we know, because that would be really shocking. And I think it is best for celebrities to keep their relationships and their business private, because some things is just not meant for people like us. But like I said, when I hear my girl Aaliyah's name, I have to make a video. I don't know why she was listed in this discussion of Tupac and him trying to get with people's girls who are taken, and Aaliyah being one of them. I was wondering if he was talking about the singer Aaliyah too, because I found this video on TikTok and he was like, Aaliyah, and I'm like, is he talking about the singer Aaliyah? I know there's only one Aaliyah in the industry, I believe. And then he said Kidada, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's talking about Aaliyah. What was she up to with Tupac? But y'all let me know what y'all think. Do you guys think that Tupac was trying to get with Aaliyah when she was in a relationship, which he died in 1996, and people always tell me she wasn't in a relationship or whatever. I think she was in multiple relationships, but that's just me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Was Tupac trying to get at Aaliyah, or is it just bullcrap? Let me know down below. Make sure to like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, support, and I will see you guys in my next video. Stay crazy.
Do you remember?